Hi folks, welcome back to the Addicted Bookworm. I hope all of you are having a wonderful day and everything. So in today's video I'm doing another book review, and I'm gonna say this before I begin. Um I'm going to have a full review of Carl's Doomsday Scenario. I just finished the book on Kindle, and I plan on to cover the last couple of chapters, and then it's like chapter 21 all the way to 25, and then I'm gonna give an overall review of the book in that video. Weird enough, this was back in January. I was trying to get my hands on the second book, which is the book that I just finished. And weirdly enough, and this is weird, is I would have had to wait until this month to get the full order, which was the Blu-ray, which was the little thing you can you use to get, to read in any kind of like environment, and of course the second book. And I was like, no, I don't want to wait that long for the book. So I got my refund, and I ended up getting all of the Dungeon Crawling Carl books, including the audiobook companion. So that has been a really amazing thing, because I'll just like turn the audiobook on and I will listen to it, on my phone while I am reading the ebook. So I'm very, very happy about that. I'm actually going to be taking a week break from that series, and then I will start on it. Do I think I'm going to get the series read in 2 months? No, I'm not. I already put a basically I told him I wanted the book and the audiobook, and I went ahead and ordered the physical book. So I am really excited about that and everything. Alright. But, it's kind of weird. It's like, I had to go and I had to get, through Barnes & Noble to pick up the physical books, and I still need to buy the physical book of book 4, 5, 6, and 7. But I'll get to it. I think next week I'm going to go ahead and get book 4. Alright. So we're going to do a review of Saturday the Rabbi Went Hungry by Harry Kemelman. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Alright, so this is the second book in the Rabbi David Small series. And I actually waited a little bit to actually read this book, because I was going through those library books. I think I went through it's 10 library books, or I think it was a total, I don't really know how many library books I went through before I finally got around to reading this book and everything. So there's a guy called Isaac Holt who works at this laboratory, and we find out later on in the story that he lied about some test results because they were working on something. But going back, Isaac is kind of trying to not drink. See, he's an alcoholic. And what happens is, apparently during that time, and I do hope that he wrote this correctly, because I'm kind of thinking, are you telling me they used to deliver alcohol to people's doors? I'm like, interesting. Interesting. But anyways, so this guy goes and gives Isaac this other man's alcohol, and basically he gets drunk, and he somehow ends up in his garage with the door closed and very dead. And so it is considered to be an accidental death. So of course the widow, of course you do what you do to get your insurance money. And the thing about it is that Isaac was born a Jew. He did not practice the religion for decades. However, his wife wanted him to be buried in a Jewish cemetery. And so what ends up happening is he's buried in a Jewish cemetery, but then it comes out that he may have committed suicide. And all of a sudden, they want to cordon him off from the rest of the cemetery, even though the rabbi is absolutely against it. And he goes on and on about how, he's fighting to stop the German government from desecrating Jewish cemeteries, and how he cannot condone that action here. Prior to this poor man dying, Rabbi Davis Small is invited to come to this businessman's house to try to convince him to take his medication. He won't do it. He considers it eating. Rabbi is telling him it's not. Like, no, it's not. Which tells you that he practices, but he doesn't understand the word exceptions. In another faith, they also have exceptions. Anyways, so how it turns out from being accidental death to homicide is the rabbi shows the obvious. If he committed suicide and he was drunk, how the heck did he move the trash can up against the door? How? How would that even be possible? It describes and screams murder, and yet they call it accidental death. Like, so when it comes out that he actually was murdered, I mean, the insurance guy is like, oh, no, my boss has enough evidence that he wasn't murdered, like, and his language supervisor's like, yeah, he would sell his own mother if he helped out the company. I was laughing my ass off. It was too fucking hilarious. This is how they used to write books. This is how they used to write books a long time ago. It was hilarious. So and so mother. It's funny. But yeah, it's the killer is, like, I will tell you something. He wrote these. Now the man's dead. I think he died in the 90s. But he wrote his books in a way where you don't know who the killer is. I mean, he injected a lot of humor into the books, and that's what my mother loved about these books. She was like, oh, I love this book. But of course she listened to it on audiobook, because my mother was not a huge reader. Anyways, I gave this 5 stars on Goodreads. The characters are still amazing. Miriam is on the verge of having her first child, which will be a little boy named Jonathan. Oh man, this book was so good. And because I was off today, I read this book within like 2 days. That is just how good these books actually are. Alright, so that is my video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.